Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Venus Baby Tarot, and I am here to give you your singles reading. So in this message, if a past individual comes out, I will address it, but this is going to be primarily for singles who are looking for somebody new to come into your life, okay? So if you are looking to book a personal session with me, my link to my scheduler is in the description box down below. Okay, you already have Imagine. And please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. I really appreciate your beautiful energy and for your support. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go ahead and see about singles messages for Taurus, please. You ready? So you have message in a bottle and breathe with loyal heart on the bottom of the deck. Wow, this is so amazingly beautiful already. I love it. I'm hearing Imagine by John Lennon in my head. So I don't know if that means anything to anybody. But I just kind of get the sense that this is an individual who is actually really balanced and harmonious in their life. You know, this could be somebody that you meet, in the spiritual community who is spiritual, or they meditate or do yoga or something like that. Even sound healing, or they want to, but I'm just kind of getting the sense that this is a very balanced person. And I'm just getting the sense here too, it's Spirit is telling you to imagine all the possibilities in this connection, because it really does look like it's kind of you've imagined a person who is loyal, and open-hearted, and somebody who it's the type of person who would send a message in a bottle, somebody who is very romantic, and just open, right? Just really open to being in a balanced and harmonious relationship that's equally reciprocal, right? And I feel you've imagined this, you've manifested this, you've asked for this. And looky here, it comes, right? It's really interesting. Is that 15? Oh my gosh, that's 15, the number of the devil card. So I'm kind of getting the sense here that this is a new type of connection that is going to be very different than what you've dealt with in the past, and is going to essentially break old relationship cycles that you have been in. We love. Okay, so let's get, I know that I do. Okay, let's go ahead and get you a couple of these. Singles messages for Taurus, please. Singles messages for Taurus. You have intimacy. What? What? That is so amazing. And water sign. And you have moving on the bottom of the deck. So this could be somebody who is going to move towards you, or who is willing to move towards you. There could be a distance between the two of you. And I feel this is a person who wants to be closer to you. Can be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Doesn't have to be. I mean, they could have strong water placements in their chart. But, water sign is coming out here. So I feel for the most of you, this will be somebody who has their sun in Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Okay, so let's get a couple of these. Let's see. I'm getting, oh my gosh, look at this. This says sexual chemistry. So I definitely feel this is a connection that is going to be very fiery, very passionate. You two just flow together with that water sign. And I feel you're kind of this breathe card. It's you're going to have to take a moment to actually breathe, because it or to catch your breath, because it is so the chemistry is just so much. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Singles messages for Taurus, please. The obstacle. I feel the obstacle could be distance. Interesting. It's really interesting because you have deception here in the game of love. What I kind of get for you and the obstacle, I don't feel like that's this person. I feel like there has been a person in your past. Remember, I noticed the 15. There's been a person in your past that was very deceptive. And I feel like because it's the number 33, like a major transition in your life is occurring that is bringing you to this harmony and peace right here. Let's see, let's put that there. It's bringing you to this harmony and peace. And I feel like the reason why you have to breathe is because you don't know if this is going to be somebody who plays games, like if this is going to be a back and forth kind of thing. And it's like you don't want to get deceived by anybody, but I feel like Spirit wants you to know that like you've actually asked for somebody who is open to communication, somebody who's balanced, somebody who has a loyal heart, and you're getting that. But the obstacle seems to be within you, Taurus. I have to be real with you about that. Okay. So let's get some tarot messages here. Tell me how Taurus is showing up in this connection, please. You see what I mean? You're showing up as the 8 of Swords. Somebody in your past has like really done a number on you. And I feel like with this 3 of Cups in reverse here, it's like you have to be very careful about like what you're projecting onto this individual and this situation based off of a past individual. Additionally, I did say it, if I saw the past coming up, I would tell you there is the Judgment card here. So for some of you, like a past individual does show up in your life. Look, the Devil's on the bottom of the deck. Underneath this obstacle, right next to message in a bottle, number 15, like it looks like somebody could try to reach out to you. And I feel like with the 3 of Cups in reverse, though, like you're like, I don't want to entertain like 2 people at once. Like I feel like you want to make your decision moving forward on just one person. I'm kind of leaning towards this new person, honestly, but we'll kind of see. So this person is showing up as the 3 of Wands with you, which is interesting. Like, I feel like this person could have been, I feel like this person is just like patiently waiting, like waiting to either meet you, get together with you, work out something with you, or, hold on a second, because it's really interesting to me because the Ace of Wands is on the bottom of the deck with the Hermit. I'm kind of getting the sense that this person has been like alone for a long time. And it's like they found you and you're like the light in the dark, right? Like it's almost like I'm getting the sense that it's like, you know, they've waited a long time for a connection like this. And, you know, they can really see that this would be something that they could, you know, that would work out, or like you're a person that they could really build with right here with this 3 of Pentacles. And I feel like they've been sort of patiently waiting for this this to come into their life. And I feel like, but you have this other energy that seems to be showing up as an obstacle. And for a lot of you, though, because the 3 of Cups is in reverse, I'm getting the sense that like this is not a physical energy. This is an energetic energy, like I was talking about. And like you could be projecting that onto this other person, because I feel like this other person, like there was the Devil energy, right? So right here you have the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is your combined energy. I'm kind of getting the sense that like you're both traumatized, like you've both been through a lot in relationships, but honestly, like Taurus, who hasn't? At this point, like really, who hasn't? Like I don't ever meet anybody who hasn't been through a lot in relationships, like truly. And so, but I get the sense like you both want to see where this is gonna go, but like at the same time, you're both carrying your own wounds to a situation. And that's the thing, like, you know, we don't come into relationships completely healed, even if we've gone through our healing era. Like the whole purpose of relationships is to, like, you know, trigger these wounds within us so that we can, you know, become aware of them, and we can either choose to do differently, or we are going to perpetuate the same reactions, you know, that are rooted in our, you know, inner child or just past traumas, right? Or just past relationship patterns and cycles, right? And, and so whenever you learn to cooperate and you learn to grow together as a partner or as a partnership or as a team, which I feel like this person wants, like they want to be on your team, then you can evolve and grow past these patterns. But if you end up with the same type of individual that you've been with before, you're just going to perpetuate those patterns because, like for me personally, I would end up in relationships with people who wouldn't put in the effort, and I was always overcompensating by putting in too much effort. And I finally had to learn that, like, I didn't have to earn love. Like, I didn't have to work for it. And if they weren't going to put in equally as much effort to show me that I was valued in the relationship and that they wanted to look at us like a team and not competition, then I needed to go ahead and exit out of that because I could not repair somebody who did not want to see me as their teammate. And ultimately, I realized that that was not about me. That was about them and their personal issues. And that what is about me is how much I choose to allow it to unfold, right? And I'm getting the sense here, it's like you're needing to be very careful about what you're projecting onto this person, because I feel like this person actually does want to put in the effort for you. And like, and I feel like it's different for you. It's different to have somebody who actually, like, look at this, the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles here, who actually wants to put in the effort. And I feel like this person has been patiently awaiting, like, your arrival in their life. Like, there could be distance between the two of you, so they're patiently awaiting to, like, see you, or they've just been patiently awaiting, like, your arrival in their life because they have been waiting for the right person to finally come into their life. And then here you come, Taurus, and they see it. Like, they see you. And like, I'm just getting Twitter-pated. Like, I feel Twitter-pated. It's so cute. But I mean, I feel like you need to just remember, like, you're coming in with wounds. They're coming in with wounds. Everybody comes into relationships with their wounds. We are never fully healed. It is what we do with those wounds, right? And that's why the 9 of Wands is a card of resiliency. Like, he has come back from the battle. He's bandaged up, and he is getting ready to go out again and brave the new day, right? It's resiliency. It is what you choose to do with those wounds. You could easily just give up and just sit around and lick your wounds forever and ever and ever, or you can get up and you can be resilient and you can try again. And that's what I'm getting here. I feel like you both have been through a lot, and it's like you want to get up and try again. Now, for those of you who, like, a person is actually returning, it can be an obstacle. Honestly, it can. But I feel like what you need to recognize is that this person is somebody who just wants to play games. Like, I feel like this person is somebody who just wants to, like, get in your good graces just to know that they can. Honestly. Yeah, look at that. There's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, so you could be receiving a message from somebody. I mean, like we talked about. King of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups in reverse. This kind of tells me that this is an individual who is like, like, I'm ready, like, I'm ready to give you my all and everything. But with the 10 of Cups in reverse, it's like something that doesn't actually unfold, because this person can't align their actions with their words. Additionally, they could be coming out of a breakup, and so you need to be aware that you could be, like, rebound for this person, so be very careful. Yeah, look, here's the Devil card again. What advice do you have for Taurus? So regarding the new person, I feel like you should embrace somebody who knows what they want. Yeah, you need to close the door to the Knight of Wands, to somebody who's been inconsistent and who hasn't followed through with what they said that they were going to do. And they're just all over the place. And they're always just, swooping you in with their words, okay? And I feel like what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the King of Wands is somebody who is loyal, because the King of Wands essentially knows what he wants, like, and he is willing to take action on it and go the distance for it. And he's lining up his words with his actions. Whereas the Knight of Wands tends to be more immature, right? And it's like, you know, the Knight of Wands will come in with so much passion, so much gusto and fervor that it'll make a person think that they are really wanted and desired, but the Knight of Wands is fickle, right? Whereas the King of Wands is like, no, I know what I want, I'm going for that, and I'm gonna go the distance for it, right? And I feel like they need to let you, like, the Spirit wants to let you know that you have somebody who is willing to go the distance. This person could have fire in their chart as well, specifically Leo, could be Sagittarius too. But I mean, this is somebody who is like willing to move towards you or move in with you, like sees a future with you. Whereas I feel like this other person, it's like, I feel like they just see opportunity, and you need to be aware of that. Like, I feel like your past individual was very deceptive, and it kept you stuck in your thoughts because you were constantly trying to figure this person out, like figure out like what this meant, like why did they say this and not do this, and then you started to think that you were crazy, you know what I mean, because that devil showed up twice. And so you may have started to think that you were crazy because of the way that this person moved. But I feel like that's why they're telling you got to block the Knight of Wands person in your life, whoever this is to you, whether it's like an ex-flame or if it's an actual ex-partner, like whatever. Because I feel like you're moving into love and peace in a connection, and you're needing to just embrace it. Like, you're truly just needing to embrace it. Okay, so the past individual, I feel like, wants your forgiveness. Okay, the Death card came out in reverse. I feel like it's like they don't want it to fully be over. They want your forgiveness. They want to be able to heal this connection with you. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Five of Swords. But I feel like ultimately, like, I feel like they just have a tendency to sabotage themselves over and over and over again, because I feel like ultimately this person doesn't believe that they are good enough for you. And honestly, Taurus, they might not be. And I have to be really real with you, like they just might not be. And that's it, right? Additionally, the ages of, I just noticed, 30, 33, 35, and 39 could be significant. I'm seeing 35 twice. I'm seeing 29. It's really interesting because for me as a Taurus, all of those ages are very significant ages for me. Not 15 and 20, but but I'm sitting here looking at them going, yeah, 33, 39, 35, and 29 were all very significant periods of my life. And so I'm like, so I felt like, I don't know, I felt like I had to say that, and then I was like, wait a second, those were significant times in my life. But anyway, yeah, I feel like this person doesn't want it to end, but I do get the sense that you're being guided to move forward from it. And like I said, I feel like, you know, those of you who aren't interested in an ex, this part right here is not for you. Like, it's really not. What is for you though is the fact that you're showing up staying like mentally stuck in terms of this new connection, and it is because of a past energy. It is because of how somebody else hurt you in the past. And because of that, I feel like you could be skeptical, or you could just be not really sure what you want to do, because it's like you're sort of like keeping your eyes open for any deception or any like what is the word? Like, it just any ways that like their words and their actions are mismatching, or like, you know, really paying attention to like, you know, were they truthful here, and, or, you know, that kind of thing. Like almost like you want to catch them in a lie, because then it would like justify you feeling safe and secure by like not engaging with it. I just feel like you need to be, because look, the 9 of Wands is technically on your side. I feel like this person came in with some wounds too, but I feel like Taurus, like you're like damaged, and I'm not saying that to like keep anybody stuck in that type of energy. What I mean is like you were with a person who utterly damaged you, because the devil card came out twice. Like this person could have been power hungry, abusive, like mentally, emotionally, physically, financially abusive, maybe even spiritually abusive. Like this person could have been very possessive and controlling and domineering, or like I said, like there were addictions, codependency, betrayals, cheating, things like that. And so because of that, like I feel like you just kind of have, you're just keeping a really close watch on this new person. But you need to watch your mind. Like, you really need to watch your mind. So the boot came out, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. I feel like you're going to need to increase your efforts to overcome the obstacles in your mind regarding a past individual if you want this to truly work, which I honestly feel like you do. But I feel like Taurus, I feel like you just kind of have a little bit of a mental struggle going on right now regarding a new connection because of what you've been through. Closing messages for Taurus, feeling tied down or frustrated. And maybe that's also part of it, because like a person that you dealt with in the past, like had you under lock and key so much, like you're afraid to be tied down because you don't know, like if I'm tied down and I'm in a relationship, like, is it going to end up like that relationship? But I feel like ultimately you are needing to truly like just stay in today. That's why you need to breathe. Quit trying to see into the future. Okay. Like truly, you just need to appreciate today and imagine the possibilities. Okay. Because I feel like if you dwell in the obstacles, you're going to create obstacles in your mind. If you dwell in the possibilities, you are going to see possibilities in this connection. And so it's like basically like, if you focus on the problem, all you see is problems. If you focus on the solution, you see solutions, right? And that's what you need to do. It's like you've got to break out of the worst case scenario mindset and start focusing on what is the best case scenario here. And also like, what am I feeling right now in this moment? Like that is going to be the most important part, because I don't want to see you, Taurus, sabotage a connection that could be really good for you. Like truly. Okay. So you have dark woman. This could be a feminine energy here. Dealings, relationships with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Warning you of a problem in the near future. I think that the problem is this past individual. Obstacles to overcome. On top of obstacles, Tower. But you're going to build a solid foundation. Success with effort. So it's like, I feel like, and it's really interesting because the finger is pointing at the breathe. Marriage started to come out. And April on the bottom of the deck. So, honestly, this could be a person that you marry or you move in with like in April or something like that of next year, or maybe the year after. But I feel like the problem that is being pointed out to you is how you need to pause before you react. You need to really figure out within you, Taurus, is this reality or is this a projection of a past connection or a past trauma that I am, that I am projecting onto another person? And it's like, you're basically like, when things happen, because in every relationship, there are always going to be hurdles and obstacles. It's just part of life, right? That's how we learn and grow. And I feel like you have a truly intimate, wonderful connection here with somebody who is very loyal and somebody who really wants to like go the distance for you, right? But I feel like this could be very different than what you've experienced. And because of that, it's almost like your self-protective mechanisms are in overdrive because you have never had anybody who's been all about you like this, you know? And because, I mean, I'm just getting the sense that, like, you've been through a lot in terms of relationships. And so now you have somebody who is all about you, and it's triggering, and it's like you don't want to fall too hard because, you know, you don't want to fall so hard that, like, you know, you lose sight of your own security and stability within yourself, your own independence, so that if it doesn't work out, you know, you how do I put that? It's like, it's kind of like, you know, you're afraid that if it doesn't work out, and you allow yourself to fall too hard, then, you know, you're not going to know how you can put yourself back together again because you gave up so much of your independence and all of that stuff. And so I feel like you're basically being told to, like, kind of create some space here for this individual and create space for yourself to be in this connection regardless of what happens, and really trust yourself, like trust your ability to put yourself back together and to hold on to yourself. Even if you fall hopelessly in love with this individual, you can still hang on to yourself. I get the sense, Taurus, like you've really lost yourself with other people in the past. Like, I feel like you have. And because of that, I feel like you don't want to lose yourself again, because you equate falling head over heels in love with somebody with losing yourself. But those are not the same thing. You know, you can fall head over heels in love with somebody and not lose yourself. So I feel like you're just needing to allow yourself to fall for somebody and quit trying to see all the potential problems and the worst case scenarios so that you can justify keeping yourself safe and secure and potentially sabotaging this connection. Additionally, I wanted to say, I can't remember what I wanted to say. Well, it's already left me. But, I mean, you're just going to need to breathe. Like, really. When obstacles arise, take a moment, pause, and ask yourself, what are the facts in this situation? Is this person really doing the things that my exes did or my parents did or whatever? Or am I just perceiving it that way because I am trying to protect myself? You know, and that is going to be the work for you. You're going to have to know the difference. Like, it's like with this Knight of Swords and this Eight of Swords, you have a lot to sift through in the brain. And you don't want to overthink yourself into a position of just being absolutely stuck and not knowing what to do in a connection because of the fact that, like, you want this person, but you're simultaneously terrified of letting this person love you. You have a little bit more healing to do. And honestly, the work is never done, Taurus. Like, it's just never done. It's never done. Okay, so that's what I have for you. So if you're looking for a personal session, again, book down below in the description box. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.